So the last video stopped on its own, of its own accord. And I don't know what the heck that's all about, but um, so the visions. I've had visions my entire life. And so the vision about 9/11, 11 months before that happened, I was just given a sense of omen, and I told people bad things were about to happen. And the people I told wound up 10 blocks from 9/11 when 9/11 happened. And so I got visions all the way through that era of stuff. It's also when I had a bunch of visions. I used to be kind of a brutal butthead about spirituality. Like I was kind of more of a marauder of spiritual truths than anything. So I had dreams about that. Um, I've been having dreams about the chaos in the cities and cities depleted of life since the 90s. The war, let's see, the fire on mankind that Bob Jones called it he called it the Civil War of the Self, which is currently going on in society. And I was shown at first it was a fire, and then that fire would turn into madness. And the spirit of madness decided to visit me in a dream, which freaked me the F right out. And then it visited me the next morning or the morning after that, which freaked me the F out even more. And he sat with me, and it felt like the insanity that was portrayed in A Beautiful Mind, the movie. And he said, I will take as many as I can take. And the purpose of that is that, in a large sense, the Christ in people has already judged them, whether they're capable of growth or not, capable of coming into the divine self, their state of origin. And it has already made a determination on who's capable and who is not. And so the ones that are less capable or incapable will be brought to madness, and they will see what I was shown 4 or 5 years ago, and the spilling out of all perversities under the sun into the streets. And so that was not a fun vision. Because I saw murdering, killing, fucking, raping, everything was happening out in the streets. And, I mean, I've seen shadows of that. I've seen traces of that in videos. There are some very weird videos of very odd things happening in the streets. Um, People just up and seemingly randomly killing people on buses. The girls that were killed, subways, lighting women on fire in a subway. That's the kind of stuff I was shown 5 years ago. Um, that's all the spirit of madness consuming whoever's available for it to consume. And it will typically end in some kind of act like that when that demon has them. So, um, yeah, so as far as the 9/11 one, but the vision in 2020 was that there were 3 million left alive on the face of the earth. And you can go into my subreddit, and you can read all the visions that I've been writing that I remember. Some of my sisters that I found on the Wayback Machine. And so you can find a lot of that info in there to read, but you have to understand that from beginning to end, it's an evolution of being contentious with darkness and then coming to the understanding that darkness is just a friendly tool to help us elevate into our light. And so that whole evolution is there. And I kind of hinted at it a year or two ago with anyone want to talk about what darkness really functions as, what its real function as. And I got downvotes for that because people didn't understand. So I mean that's what you expect. And um, you know, part of the motivation, probably the sole motivation for me to getting an uptick in visions from God, when I was like, no, I don't want it. I don't. Have you seen these guys down there? Do you know about these guys down there? And was that was seeing that vision in March 2020, first day of lockdown. And my mind's eye floated over the cities, and there was like 3 people left out of every million, and they were scared. And um, so that was a big motivating factor towards me going ahead and saying, yeah, let's go ahead and take up more visions. And so I've been given visions about how they manipulate our minds, how they control the neuroplasticity of our minds with the information they design on the earth, and which is knowingly designed that way. So our minds only are able to think in terms of flesh, house, car, income, uh, and they're not capable of even processing light, being, eternal self, state of origin. Their entire media information complex is designed to circumvent the neural growth into the more phenomenal thing we are. The religions are designed to thwart it, and everything else is designed to thwart it, and the situations they put us in on Earth is designed to thwart it. But I will tell you this, like I told you in a short, that when you seek that in earnest, and you make that like your main thing, um, you once you're initiated into that being a thing of permanence, foundation in you, you can't be destroyed. Nothing that comes against you can destroy you. It can cause you all manner of hellish feelings and thoughts and stuff inside yourself, and you can go through that bumpy road of dark night of the soul for 20 million freaking years or whatever it seems, because it does seem like that, and you know it does. But it can't destroy you. It can only elevate you, and after 6 years of going through targeting and gang stalking and poisoning and deep state corruptions coming against me because they just wanted to kill me, basically. They were trying to kill me. You finally get up to that point where you start getting into that clarity, and once you make that a foundation, that makes you its foundation. So it's like I was given a vision one time, and I said, the more you're walking towards heaven within, as it's called, the more it's coming to you on the earth.